everyone, today we will be doing a Tiger in the Zoo class 10th full poem by Leslie Norris. It's gonna be the best poem you have ever seen because it's so relatable. And also if you haven't watched Dust of Snow and Fire and Ice, I have also done that. So make sure you go watch that as well after this. This is the third poem and let's just dig into this poem. Stanza number 1, word to word explanation. He stalks in his vivid stripes. He moves slowly and quietly in his strong and bright black stripes. Look at the black stripes, right? The few steps of his cage. Yes, he's locked in a cage on pads of velvet quiet. Pads are the feet of the tiger. They're very soft. Looks like a very soft cloth. Like a soft blanket you use in winters. So cozy, so soft. In his velvet quiet. Velvet, very soft. In his quiet rage. Quiet rage? What? They are completely opposite of each other. Exactly. Quiet because he's behind the bars, and rage because he's a ferocious animal, right? So that's why the quiet rage. Both completely opposite, but the first stanza is over. The second stanza. He should be lurking in shadow. Lurking is hiding. He should be lurking in shadow. Sliding through long grass. Sliding through long grass meaning, moving smoothly and quietly is also, you can say, near the water hole where plump deer pass. The plump is a fat, juicy deer. Soon gonna be his dinner, lunch, breakfast, whatever. This plump deer is, maybe drinking water or just going past the water hole. He should be there, but he is not there. The tiger is not where you think it is. It is so ironic. Ironic is what? Ironic is something beyond your expectations. You might be thinking that the tiger is, finding his prey, but no, the tiger is locked in a cage. Exactly. I'm going to explain you both the paragraphs now in this particular stanza. In this particular slide. The poet sees a tiger locked in a small concrete cell in the zoo. Small concrete cell is nothing but cage. And it is such a small cage. Look at the tiger over here in this picture. It's so ferocious. That ferocious animal in this small cage doesn't make sense. It is ironic, as I told you, how small the majestic tiger looks in the cage. And he moves up and down slowly. One can see the sharp and clear stripes. The black stripes you can see on the tiger and soft velvet pads. The caged tiger is angry and full of rage. The caged tiger can, attack anytime the cage, gets just removed, or even when the cage is unlocked, he can attack anyone, but is quiet because of his helplessness. He cannot bite off the cage, right? It's not an animal. It's not a soft animal he can just bite off and eat. No. Stanza 3 and stanza 4, guys, word to word explanation is going on. Make sure you like the video and stay to the end. He should be snarling around the houses, growling around the houses at the jungle's edge. Yes, jungle's edge, which is the village or the nearby city. In my city, I have seen a lot of cheetahs roaming where I live close to that place. I've seen it in newspaper many times. Bearing his white fangs. What are white fangs exactly? See this photo. Those teeth, you see those teeth? Those sharp, big teeth? Imagine your face inside the tiger. He can engulf your whole face. Oh God. That's going to be my nightmare for 3 nights now. More than that. Terrorizing the village because of these sharp, white fangs, white teeth, long, sharp teeth. But he's locked in a concrete cell. Guys, you thought that this is going to happen? No. It's just an irony over here. He is actually just in the cage. He was never even there. He is locked in a concrete cell / cage. His strength behind the bars. God, this line has got a lot of power to it. His strength behind the bars is so true, right? Stalking the length of his cage. I remember, I'll tell you a quick incident before I go further. I went to this nearby zoo, which is near our place, and there was this tiger, the first animal we saw as soon as we entered the zoo. He was just roaming across the cage. So helpless. I felt sad, but all we did was click pictures, ignoring visitors. Exactly, that's what happened at that spot of time. He was like, I'm not gonna give a damn about you guys. He was just roaming across. Like, he did not even go in the center. He was just rotating around the cage helplessly. The poet imagines that if the tiger failed to find any prey in his natural habitat, he would be angrily moving around the house. So why do you think the tiger or the lion or the other wild animals come to the city, come to the village? Because they cannot find any food, and they come to the village in order to find some food, terrorizing the villagers. That's why they come here. But no, this is completely different. The tiger is completely different at this spot of time. He is not terrorizing the villagers. He is not even in the village, not even in the nearby city. He is just locked in a cage. Again, irony guys. Irony is very important in this whole poem, because everything, the poet is just using irony a lot over here. The enraged tiger, who's locked behind the cage, is just not giving a damn to this visitors, and all he's doing is in the cage, just trying to get out of this place. And the last stanza, before we do the important questions and the theme of the poem, so the last stanza is, he hears the last voice at night. This makes me feel so sad. The patrolling cars, and stares with his brilliant eyes at the brilliant stars. Patrolling is to move around, maintaining order and security. You have those club cars in the zoo, and they all maintain just to see if the tiger is alive or is eating something. They go there. He cannot even sleep throughout the night. Why? The tiger gets no rest during the day, and even at night he remains disturbed because of the noise of the patrolling cars. How do you expect? Like, imagine yourself being in a cage, okay? Imagine yourself being in a cage. How would you expect? Wouldn't you be disturbed? I wouldn't get any sleep. All I would like to go is to just get out of this place. That's what I would like to do. But now, but helpless tiger cannot do anything, and all he could find hope is in the stars. Relate this to you guys. I'm telling you, because this poem is relatable to everyone out there, every teenager. Because, when you feel so sad, what I like to do is to go to the terrace and just see the stars. There was a man in the moon, and even sometimes he would go away too. So there's this song as well, Lost Boy. You could hear that. Anyways, it looks like he's searching for hope that he could live freely in the woods and natural surroundings again. All he's going is, all he's searching for is hope, which he is not able to get. His hope is just to live in natural surroundings again, his home actually. Now let's discuss the theme of the poem. I'm tired. The theme of the poem is very important, guys. It's comparing over here. That's all it's going on. Comparing. The poet compares the life of a tiger in the zoo to its life in the natural habitat. Life in the zoo versus life in the natural habitat. The poet conveys that the wild animals is left in the natural habitat. Should be there in the natural habitat, which is its home. It should be there, but it's not. And this line is very important. The third point of the theme is very important. Get you a lot of marks. The comparison is between freedom and captivity. Freedom in the natural habitat, captivity in the cage. He shows that love for freedom is a natural instinct for every human. That's why I told you this is relatable, because it's not just a tiger. It's actually a human. You can relate it to a human being, right? It's a natural instinct. Freedom should be a natural instinct, and that's why India got freedom, because it's a natural instinct of every human being. Now, important questions. 2 important questions in front of you guys. Before starting that, I want you to comment down below if you want the poetic devices of this poem as well, because it has 5 stanzas and every stanza has a different poetic device. So comment down below if you want that. Otherwise, first question, why do you think the tiger stares at the stars? The tiger word is missing, but why do you think he stares at the stars? He feels very restless in the cage, and he looks at the stars shining in the sky. He dreams of running free in the natural habitat. Looking at the brilliant stars, he feels comfortable, and this is the reason he stares at the stars. This 5 points can get you good amount of marks in the exam, and just copy these points and you will be clear. And this is a very important question. This is your NCERT question. Are zoos necessary for protection or conservation of small species of animals? Yes, they are, because some species are at the verge of extinction. In fact, a lot of species are at the verge of extinction, and due to poaching. Poaching is what, guys? Poaching is hunting for animals for its products, for its skin, and elephants for its trunk. Sorry, not for his trunk, his teeth, and you know, right, what poaching is. And it's not safe. Poaching is not safe. It's just like killing wild animals. So, question is, second part of the question, are they useful for educating the public? Yes, they could educate the public about the importance of wild animals and their role in maintaining the ecological balance. Are there other alternatives to zoos? Yes, wildlife sanctuaries, reserves, and national parks. These are the other alternatives where the wild animal can live freely, though to a certain area, right? Can live freely in the wild habitat, in the natural habitat where it is supposed to do. This leads to the end of it. Thank you so much for being here, guys. It means a lot that you're here. And please guys, just do it. Just like, share, subscribe. That's all you have to do. Just do it. Like, come on, did you do it? Waiting. Did it? Thank you so much. Thank you for doing it. Share this with your friends, because that'll give me motivation to make more videos.